Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Velvet Von Stitch. You can call me Gemma, that's my real name, or Gem, or Velvet, or Velvety, or Velvy, or Cleo. You know, there's so many different things people call me, but just don't call me on the phone because I won't answer. It's really hot still. And yeah, so I am in my sewing room. I don't have a sewing video for you this week because I am behind. I started making my Goodwood Revival dress toile, so a muslin and mock-up, and I was using the Sabrina, the Charm Pattern Sabrina bodice, and I just can't get it to fit me. I was on my second mock-up, it was nowhere near fitting. It's really tight across the back for some reason. I can't get the bust apex right with the cutaway dart. The neckline was gaping at the back and the front, and in the end I just thought, I can't do this. I don't have enough time. I don't have the patience. I'm going to use a different pattern that I know already fits me and try to hack the neckline to be a boat neck. So I think I've decided what I'm going to do, but that dress was supposed to be done by now. That was my plan, and it's not. So here we are, filming a video about my upcoming sewing plans for the autumn and winter. And I know it's still summer, but some of us don't enjoy summer, okay? So I want to talk about autumnal and wintry things because that's my time to shine. So here we are. So firstly, I'll talk about what I'm going to be making as summer ends. So I have a dress in progress right now here. I am making this for the next video I put up, and this fabric, this beautiful fabric, is from Rainbow Fabrics Kilburn, and I've never bought fabric from them before. Why not? Because they have so many amazing fabrics and good prices, good quality. This fabric is beautiful, and it was really, really wide. It wasn't just like 60 inches wide, it was even wider. So this dress will be having a full circle skirt on it. I'm not going to tell you too much about it because I don't want to give away the surprise for next time. But, you know, if you have watched my channel for a while, this is a dress I've made before, but I'm just putting a circle skirt on it instead of a more fitted skirt. So that might give you an idea of what it is. But I'm going to be carrying on with that today once I've finished with this video. I have also got a pile of fabrics, and I will show you what my plans are. So let's get started. So the next thing I want to make is another summery thing. So I've got two more summery things to make, and that is the Charm Patterns L'Amour dress, and I want to make it in this beautiful cotton. I think it's a cotton lawn. I've had this for about 6 years. I've really been shopping my stash for my upcoming plans. You'll be very proud of me. I limit myself to one new fabric a month at the moment, if I have a plan for it. If I don't have a plan for it, then I don't buy it. But I have a fabric on the way. I'll talk about that in a moment. But these ones I'm talking about next are all from my stash. So yeah, I've got this and this sort of purple satin to line it. This was left over from another project. And this has been in my stash for ages. So this is a boned bodice, a boned bodice with like a sarong skirt and like an adjustable halter strap that you can wear a few different ways. I'm quite excited to make that. That's going to require quite a lot of fitting though, so it may take a while for me to get onto that. The next thing is, we're moving into a sort of late summer now. I want to make, well, Gertie at Charm Patterns has just brought out a sleeve expansion for the Boardwalk sundress. Now, I made the Boardwalk sundress out of black broderie anglaise. I will put a link to that video up here. And now there's a sleeve expansion. So I've had this beautiful sort of deep red linen in my stash again for ages, and I'm thinking this would be a beautiful sort of boardwalk late summer version going into autumn of the boardwalk sundress with the gathered skirt and the long sleeves that can be worn on or off the shoulder. I love an off the shoulder moment, you know me. I think this would be really nice. It's a deeper red than it's showing up on camera. It's more of like a wine kind of red. Actually, not that dark. Would it be burgundy? It is. It's just like a deep red. It's a more cool toned red than is showing on camera. But this I think will be really nice, and obviously because it's linen, it's going to be breathable. And this is already pre-washed because I had planned to use this for another project. It was for a pattern test that I never actually completed because I just ended up with a lot of personal problems at that time and I couldn't complete it. But yeah, I would like to use that up to make a boardwalk sundress. I think in a plain colour like that, and I love red, and I think that's going to look really good on me. It's just going to be a glorious dress, and the boardwalk's really comfortable, and I love the swishy skirt, and I just think that I can make a really nice version of that. So then the next fabric I picked out that I want to make something out of, I saw a dress on Pretty Little Liars, which I've been watching. Well, I just finished watching it actually a couple of weeks ago. I was like binge watching my way through that. So the character Aria was wearing this dress. I'll put a picture in, or a couple of pictures. So it was like a comic strip print dress, but it had like a mesh kind of like section at the top, and I've tried to do a dress like this before with like a mesh section and like mixing it with like a scuba fabric, and it didn't really work out right. The mesh was not great, and I thought maybe I could make the starburst dress, which I've made before. I'll put a picture of one of my starburst dress, this from George and Ginger patterns, with the peplum and a fitted skirt out of this taro print fabric that I got from Knighton Fabrics. Again, I've had this for a really long time. Look at that. The colour is actually more rich than it's showing up on camera. But this I think would be really nice, and then I could wear a mesh top underneath it, so I'd get the effect of a mesh and non-mesh, like a scuba and mesh dress, but I could have the option to wear them as separates as well, and I actually really like that. It's more versatile. So yeah, I think I'm going to make the starburst dress with the peplum and the straight skirt from the Mix It Up dress, both George and Ginger patterns, and then yes, wear a mesh top underneath, because that dress does become quite booby. There is like a lot of cleavage going on with that dress, so I think to wear a mesh top underneath would actually work really well. And I made a like zebra print version of this dress. It is very booby, but I love that with the peplum, so I would love to make another one of those. And again, it's going to be a quick win because I already know it fits me and I like it. So yeah. Next, I am thinking of sort of thinking towards kind of like autumn now, when the weather starts to get a bit wetter, and hopefully we've had no rain here for so long now. Where I am in Norfolk, we're officially in drought currently, so there's just no rain. It's horrible. And there was a wildfire down the road from me, only like less than a mile away, and the fire brigade is still there this weekend. It's contained, so it can't spread now, but they're still there sort of dampening the area and making sure that it's really properly out, and they think they'll be there all weekend. And it's in a really lovely area where people walk their dogs, woodland, and it's just so sad. And like, I'm thinking about the wildlife and everything. We need some rain. So forgive me if you're a summer lover, but I'm really wishing summer away right now, because it's horrendous here. And yeah, sure, it's nice for a while when the sun's out. Like today, it's only, I think, about 22 degrees Celsius. So that's actually quite nice. It's not too hot, but it's humid and it's so dry on the grass and everything. Like, my grass is yellow in the garden. Like, we need some rain. So I'm thinking ahead to cooler times. So autumn. So I don't have fabrics for these yet, but Charm Patterns just released a trench coat pattern, And I have been asking for that on their annual Patreon survey every year since I became a member, and I'm so happy. And I am going to potentially be sewing this up as a collaboration with Una, my friend, who is So Vintage Glam on Instagram and YouTube. Follow her, she's amazing. So yeah, we're potentially going to do a collaboration and both make the pattern at the same time because we both want to make it. So watch this space for that. That should be quite fun. It'll be my first YouTube collaboration, which I'm very excited about. If anyone else has a YouTube channel and you'd like to collaborate with me at some point, do let me know, because if it's a pattern or a project that I'm interested in, and I would really like to do that, because in a way it's kind of like body doubling, which if you have ADHD, you may know about that. It's that, I think the way they explain it is like when you've got a task to do and you just keep putting it off, but if someone's there with you doing it as well, you can do it. And I'm very much like that. Like, I've been putting off sorting out my spare bedroom since I moved in, and I've lived here a year now. So my spare bedroom is an absolute mess, and I've been putting off sorting it out because it's just a huge job. And I think if I had someone here with me, and I've thought about asking my mum or my sister to come and help, and they have said they would, but if they were here with me doing it, I would just do it, you know? So collaborating with someone on a project that I want to do already will kind of like encourage me to do it. So yeah, if you've got any ideas for collaborations, hit me up. You can message me on Instagram, Velvet Von Stitch. I have my Facebook group now, so if you're in the Facebook group, you can send me a message there or post on the, like, make a post, just let me know, or even comment on this video. Yes, I would love that. So yeah, the charm trench coat. I also want to make something for Halloween, and I don't know what yet, but I'm looking for fabrics, and I have got Halloween fabric actually. I don't think it's down here. I think it's up in my spare room, so I'll have to bring that down. I'll put a picture in though. I've had this for quite a while. I planned to make something with it the Halloween before last, and I don't, you may remember I've been plagued with illness over Halloweens and Christmases the past couple of years, so I'm really hoping this year won't be the same, but my plans just got waylaid. So we're going to use that fabric though. I love it. It's got kind of like a Nightmare Before Christmas kind of feel, like a Tim Burton-y kind of feel, and I really like that. So yeah, I might think of a dress pattern I could use for that. It is like a scuba twill, so quite thick, kind of like this taro fabric, so quite thick, very stretchy, and I do love a knit project, so yeah, something for Halloween. I have requested a leopard print fabric from Minerva, as I'm a brand ambassador, and I haven't requested any fabrics from them for a while because I've got so many fabrics. But I really wanted something to make the charm pattern supplice top. Again, I'll put a picture in here. That's from Gertie's new book, Gertie Sews Vintage Glam. Recommend that book highly. So I'm waiting for that to arrive. And I think that is a jersey, but like a nice thick jersey, with spandex in. So that should be really nice. So I want to make that as well. I don't have a lot of separates, especially for autumn winter. I have a lot of off-the-shoulder Joan tops that I made, so Charm Patterns Joan tops, and I wear them mostly through the summer when it's a little bit cooler than this, with jeans usually. But I don't have a lot of tops for autumn, winter, and I need to make more basics because I've got a lot of like mini skirts that I like to wear in the autumn, winter with tights and knee-high boots, and I would like to wear more sort of vintage style tops. I'm combining my styles there, so I'm kind of going with like a sort of like a rock chick kind of slash 1940s 50s mix up, but that just is, I like it, that's how it works for me. So yeah, I want to make the supplice top, and if that turns out well, I'll probably make a few more of those because I really like the look of it. For my birthday, I am going to Hever Castle, which was the childhood home of Anne Boleyn, the second wife of Henry VIII. And I'm going with my friend Adam, who I've travelled with quite a lot and who I go to Goodwood Revival with. So I want to make a dress to wear there because it's a beautiful setting. I've never been, but I've seen pictures, videos, and it's a beautiful setting. And I want to wear something kind of slightly Tudor inspired. Now, I don't know what I'm going to make yet, but I did make the Ragamuffins patterns Bonnie dress, which has that Queen Anne kind of neckline. And the fabric I used for that was quite thick. I used scuba, and in hindsight, that was too thick. I should have used something a bit thinner. So I might try to make that again, or maybe I will use a pattern that I've already fitted, like a Charm Patterns one, and just hack the neckline to have a Tudor, like a Queen Anne neckline, something like that. I'm not sure what yet, and I don't know what fabrics. Probably green, because Anne Boleyn in films and things, like the other Boleyn girls, she wore like a lot of green. And I've got like a headband that kind of looks a little bit like a Tudor headdress. And I would like to get one of those necklaces that's like the B with the pearls hanging off it, but I want it to be like a G for Gemma or a V for Velvet Von Stitch. So that it's kind of like a nod to Anne Boleyn, but not like cosplaying as Anne Boleyn, because I don't think that's really, like, I don't know, I don't want to go there dressed as Anne Boleyn. I want to just give it like a little nod to it. So yeah, I'll think about what I'm doing. Maybe like Tudor does 1950s does Tudor, something like that. I've got ideas. Full circle skirt, but like a Tudor kind of neckline, maybe with some kind of, I've got the night and day dress pattern. Maybe I could fit that, because that has like a square neckline, and I could put some like embroidery, like embroidered trim around it to make it kind of look like one of the Tudor gowns. And I could do like bishop sleeves, so they're like puffy sleeves. That could work. I've got ideas, but you know, I need to plan something. Editing Gemma here. I hate it when content creators say that. What have I become? But I am adding this in after, so it is editing me. I just had a fabric delivery, and I bought this just to make like a dress for autumn. I just wanted a cotton, some form of cotton, to make a dress for autumn. But I wanted like darker colours because I've been sewing with a lot of lighter colours over summer. And it has just arrived. It is a William Morris print, Sweet Briar, on an ebony background, and it is poly cotton, but it's really nice quality actually. And it's from Dalston Mill Fabrics. It's so pretty. I think I'm going to use this for my Hever Castle dress because it's perfect. We're going in end of October, beginning of November, Halloween or the 1st of November, one of those days. My birthday's on the 3rd, so this square neckline, maybe with some kind of trim around it. Chef's kiss. Full skirt, cinched in waist. I could even wear my black underbust corset over the top to make it more like kind of gothy feeling. Goth girl autumn. Goth girl all year round. I love this so much, and it was £3.50 per metre from Dalston Mill Fabrics. And it is poly cotton, but I can't afford the full price cotton with William Morris prints on. Be for real, be so for real right now. That's what the kids are saying, isn't it? I would totally crash out if I had to spend that much money on that, you know? Bet. I don't know what I'm saying. This is so pretty though, and it's a really nice texture. Like, you can feel it's not cotton, but I think if I wash it, it'll soften a little bit. It's quite thin, but quite stable. I think it'll be a really nice dress. Anyway, I'm thinking square neck and like, I don't know about the sleeves. I always go for bishop sleeves just because I don't want to bother trying to fit my arms. We've been through this. Look at my arms, they're huge. So I tend to go for like the bishop sleeve. But oh, it's so nice. So nice. Maybe it would be cute as like a jumper dress, like sleeveless, square neck, flared out of the waist, and then a shirt underneath, like a blouse. Could wear any one of these colours. Green, there's even brown in here, black, that pinky kind of red colour of the flowers underneath. That could be cute. I've got 5 meters anyway, so I can take my time to think about what I want to make with that. But that is stunning. So yeah, really happy with that. I'm just freestyling this, by the way, so if I'm a bit like erratic, that's why. So I mentioned earlier that I don't have a lot of separates. I want to make a couple of circle skirts, I think. Now that I know about hemming with horsehair braid, which if you don't know what horsehair braid is, let me just find it. Here it is. So horsehair braid is like a synthetic sort of woven. I use this for my étoile dress. It's like a woven kind of flexible mesh that you can use to hem skirts with. This stuff is magic. Honestly, magic. Magic. I'm just thinking about Mr. Bean. Magic. So honestly, this stuff is magic. You sew it to the raw edge of the front on the right side of the skirt, fold it under, and then hand sew it. And it created the most amazing hem on a dress. I loved it so much. And this dress I'm making, I'm going to use it again because I love it so much. It was just such an easy way to hem a circle skirt that didn't involve loads of pressing and like measuring and easing in and all that rubbish. So yeah, really loved doing it that way, and I love the look of it when it was done as well. So I'm probably going to do that again on everything I make that has a circle skirt. So yeah, so I want to make a couple of circle skirts out of some maybe like wool kind of fabric, something warmer for autumn winter. I know Bianca from the closet Bianca from the Closet Historian has made a couple of plain circle skirts, and I'm sure she used like a cotton, she may have just used a cotton sateen or something thicker, like I'm sure like a wool crepe or something like that. So maybe I can find like a nice wool. I would love a tartan circle skirt. Oh my god, I'm making a tartan circle skirt. Okay, I'm going to make a tartan circle skirt, like a green tartan, I think. Like black watch, I love that. Or maybe like a red one, so that I could wear it at Christmas as well. Yeah, couple of circle skirts. That will see me through the colder months, so I don't have to wear jeans all the time, because I always wear jeans and I'm sick of wearing jeans. And like, I don't feel feminine in jeans. I don't feel vintage in jeans because I don't have any vintage style jeans, and I haven't attempted to make jeans yet. So yeah, I think a couple of circle skirts, and I've got my mini skirts, and if I make a few separates to go with those, then I've got a few like I was going to make some more Barbie tops, charm Barbie tops, but I've actually got loads of a top that's very, very similar to the charm Barbie top from Vixen by Micheline Pitt. I've bought a lot of those tops, so I've got like a pink and black striped one, a white and black striped one. I've got a orange, like a dark orangey red and black striped one. Itchy nose, sorry. I've got some Halloween ones, so I've got like a bright green one with a pumpkin face on. I've got a black one with white spider webs all over it. I've got loads of those and I wear them all through the winter and autumn, so I've got plenty of tops. But it would be nice to have a different style of tops. That's why I thought the Supplice top would be good. So moving into the even colder part of the year, then we're thinking about coats. So I've already thought about the trench coat, which will see me through sort of autumn and winter if it's not too cold. But then I need a new winter coat. My winter coat is a red wool coat, and I've had it for about 20 years. I'm not even joking. I've had it for about 20 years. It's fast fashion, but it has lasted me so well, and it's still in really good condition. But unfortunately, these do not fit in it anymore, and it pops open all the time. So while I love that coat, it's time for it to go. And it breaks my heart because I love it so much. But I have got some red wool blend. It's not 100% wool. I can't afford 100% wool, okay? So it's blended with some kind of polyester probably. But I've got bright red wool. I'm not going to get it out because it's in one of these drawers just out of the way at the moment because it's like a big wodge of it. But I've got like 7 meters of that to make a princess coat. So yeah, and I need to find a suitable lining fabric because I did have a lining fabric that I was going to use, but I don't want to use it now. I might still use it. It looks nice with the red, but I probably will just still use it. So yeah, I'm going to make that. I was supposed to make that last year, just didn't get around to it, but now I'm back in my sewing, like I've got my mojo back and I'm sewing a lot. And I'm feeling a lot better. I'm hoping that I can carry on and keep sewing at the rate I am going. And I'm quicker at sewing now, and I'm better at fitting. And I've got my cutting table, so I don't put off cutting out so often now. So that's helping me get through stuff a lot quicker. So yeah, a red wool coat for winter is on the plan. I need to write all this down because I will forget. I am also making a wool skirt suit. So I've got the pieces cut out already for the jacket. So this is the fabric I'm using, which came in a mystery box that I won from Pound Fabrics. And I loved it so much. It's like a wool blend. So it's, I don't know if you can see, it's like purple, black, white or cream, and like a kind of a mustardy, tanny kind of colour. It's just really nice. And I bought more of it, that's up here in this box behind me, to make a skirt as well. So this is the Charm Patterns, of course, princess coat, but like the cropped version. And it's got the big sleeves. I can't remember. I think I just did the bell sleeves, so the full sleeves, not the lantern sleeves that sort of are flared out and then closed in at the wrist, just the ones that are flared out. So I want to get some like longer gloves to wear with it in the winter. Oh, I can picture myself in it now. It's going to be so chic. So yeah, so I've got this fabric, and then I'll be using this same purple satin that I'm using for my L'Amour dress to line it because I think they go really well together. So I've got a lot of this already. So yeah, that is the plan. And I think that is about it. If I've got time, I mean, I will probably make something for Christmas. But my Christmas dresses seem to just be wasted, to be honest. I make them, I end up just going for dinner at my mum's. 9 times out of 10, it's just me and my mum. And I'm just sitting there all dressed up for no reason. And I just don't see the point. So this year, I think I might just go for that like red tartan circle skirt and a nice top. Or maybe I'll make a circle skirt with some applique, like a Christmas applique on it, like some baubles or something. Charm Patterns did do a pattern for some applique baubles that you could put on. So I might do something like that. Or maybe I'll wear my Christmas dress from last year that still isn't hemmed. I need to hem that. But I never wore it last year, so... But I think separates might be the way to go. I think if I was going out for Christmas, or if I had a big family and we were doing like a big Christmas meal, I would maybe wear something fancy, but I think this year I'm going to go for just comfort. I love that outfit Mrs. Maisel wore. She had like a tartan pencil skirt with a little red sort of jacket over the top and a top and like a beret, I think. I'll put a picture in. Maybe I'll try and recreate an outfit like that. That would be really cute for Christmas, I think. So yeah, something like that. And then for New Year, thinking well ahead, I had planned to make a black and white polka dot. What is that called? It's from Gertie's book, Gertie's Charmed Sewing Studio, I think it's called. What is that dress called? Hold on. Let me just look it up. Gertie's Charmed Sewing Studio. Yes. What was the pattern? It was the Camille sheath dress. That's it. So the Camille sheath dress. I've got the fabric for that. I've got the pattern, and I'm going to fit that and make that potentially for New Year. Not that I'll be going anywhere, but you never know. But yeah, maybe someone will sweep me off my feet and I'll have a date for New Year. I mean, I'm not banking on it, but you never know. But yes, I am looking forward to the year ahead, let me say. January to now has not been great. Oh, something else I forgot. I need to finish my Goodwood Revival sewing before I move on with any of this. So once this dress is done, it's all Goodwood. I need to make a mini dress, I need to make a 50s dress, and I need to make a jacket, a coat jacket. So I have got a lot to do over the next 7 weeks before Goodwood. But then when Goodwood's done, I can focus on all this other stuff. And I think I might just like cut a bunch of stuff out and just have multiple projects on the go at one time, because I tend to do a lot of my sewing in my lunch breaks and things like that, so I can just kind of start working on something. And because a lot of these things are things I've made before, I don't really need to think about them too much, so that's quite nice. And I can just do bits here and there. That sewing in little bursts like that, little half an hour here, an hour there, has really helped me get through a lot of stuff. You know, the étoile dress that I made, the blue and white polka dot one, that came together really fast. And I was just doing stuff in my lunch breaks. I've got hiccups, sorry. I was doing stuff in my lunch breaks and it came together really, really fast. And it didn't feel like overwhelming because I was breaking it up into smaller chunks. And I've done it with this dress as well. So like I cut it all out on my day off on Thursday. Then yesterday, Friday, in my lunch break, I had an hour lunch break from work, I assembled part of the bodice. I sewed the darts, I sewed the side seams, and I sewed the back panel on. And then when I finished work, I put the lining and the outer together, gathered the neckline. Yeah, it's coming together. Today I need to put the straps on, and then I need to make the skirt, and then I need to attach them together, put the zip in, and leave it to hang, and then hem it. So it'll be done quite quickly. So sewing in little bursts like that has really helped. So yeah, finding a new way to work when I can't focus for a long period of time it's been amazing for me and my productivity. I think that's why I struggle with work so much. It's like sitting there for 8.5 hours staring at a computer screen kills me. It kills me. I want to be sewing. I wish my sewing would make me money. But I've got ideas for what I can do. So yeah, I've got ideas. I'm still thinking about it. And it's having the time as well. I work 42, 43 hours a week, sometimes up to more like 50. So having the time to like sew for other people will take away the time I have to sew for myself, and I have to bear that in mind. But if I could start a little business and start earning some money from it, that would just be amazing. I want to save up to buy a house, so that would all help with that. And maybe I can sacrifice sewing time for myself a little bit, as long as I can still make myself like one thing a month I could probably manage, you know, but this is all hypothetical, might happen, might not happen. Anyway, yeah, so I've waffled on for like half an hour, so let's call this the end. This is the end, my friends. Thank you for being here with me as always. I am sorry that this is just a video of me talking at you for half an hour. I know this video will probably tank because you find it boring, but I watch videos like this, so I know there'll be some people out there who will enjoy it. Tell me what your sewing plans are for the colder months or the hotter months, depending where you're living. You might be changing season into the hotter months. Yeah, let me know what your plans are, and please do like, subscribe, share with anyone you think might like this video. I'm really trying to get to the point where I can have channel memberships, and I'm so close. I've got enough subscribers, but I need more watch time. So I think I need about 1,000 more hours of watch time, which sounds a lot, but actually it builds up a lot. It builds up quickly. I've gained something like 500 hours over the past couple of months, so I could probably get the extra 1,000 by the end of the year if I carry on the way I'm going. So that would be nice. I really want channel memberships because I've got an idea for something to bring to you if you're a member. So I want to get to that point. I thought about a Patreon, but I don't feel like what I can provide is worth a Patreon. I would love to have a Patreon and be able to bring stuff over there, but at the moment I struggle to get videos out twice weekly here, so making more videos for Patreon would be really difficult. But in the future, maybe. I'm thinking about it. But channel memberships on YouTube first. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, please do share my videos with anyone you think might be interested in my channel, was the main point of that. And yeah, leave me a comment. I will be back again with a sewing video next time. I post twice a month, every other Sunday. So yeah, and thank you for being here, and I will see you again next time.